Let's go to another one of those Big 12 games. This is a higher spread than I thought it would be, but it's one of those where I don't know who's going to win, but it will affect the race. And one of these teams is actually kind of in back against the wall territory, and it's not the team that we would have expected coming into the season. Colorado at Kansas State. So Colorado is 2-0 in Big 12 play. Kansas State has a loss in Big 12 play. They have lost to BYU. This is a big one. K-State goes to Boulder. Colorado getting 5.5 points at home. Ari, if Colorado beats K-State here, K-State is not out of the Big 12 championship race, but the pulse will barely be beating at that point.
I mean, we're at a point where if you have 2 losses this early in the year with the way this conference goes, I would be comfortable saying you're out. Like, I think this is a must win for Kansas State. And listen, you know, I've been critical of Deion Sanders. I have been critical of the way that he's assembled his roster. I'm starting to come around on the idea that I could be wrong about this team. And we're going to find out on Saturday night. Like, I still think that Kansas State is 5.5 points better than Colorado. I can't believe that Colorado has already done what they've done. But I'm not fully flipped yet. Like, if Colorado wins this football game, like, they are going to maybe be in my playoff bracket. That's we're on the verge here of like flipping from this team is going to lose 7 games this year to like, holy crap, what's happening over there? And like, if there's any debate about who should win the Heisman, if they win this game and he has a big game in Travis Hunter, like, we're not even to watching the same sport. Like, Colorado is in a place where they can shut people up.
If somebody wants to go to the Red River rivalry, they can. Or if they want to go to Ohio State and Oregon, or they want to go to Ole Miss and LSU, or they want to go to Penn State and USC, go to Game Time, download the app, use the GT Picks feature to find the best deal relative to the market. Now, look, these are very hot tickets, but you will get the best deal possible on Game Time. All these games have been sold out forever. Game Time has your ticket. You can look at exactly where you'd be sitting in the stadium. You can see your vantage point, make your decision about what ticket you're going to buy there. And if you use the code STAPLES, you get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, of course. Go to Game Time, download the app. It's so easy. You just type in your event, pick your ticket, couple more taps. Tickets are yours. Best tickets, last minute, doesn't matter. Go to Game Time, use that code STAPLES, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
This is like shut people up mode here.
And the thing is, they might be able to do it in the way that BYU did it to K-State. So K-State was running the ball okay against BYU. BYU won because K-State made some crippling mistakes. The 2 Avery Johnson interceptions were horrendous, and he was under pressure both times, and he threw to guys that were like BYU jerseys that there were no K-State jerseys near them. And I think that's what Colorado will try to do to him. Colorado, we talk about them on the line of scrimmage. I don't know how good they are on the interior defensive line, but I like their edge guys. And they played against UCF without Deion Hayes. And it was BJ Green and Okinola, and they played great. So if their edge guys are playing well, they can mess with K-State's running game a little bit because it makes it hard to make those read option decisions. You saw UCF struggle with that. And if you can get some pressure on Avery Johnson and force him to make a mistake, that's where you throw it to Travis Hunter. And unfortunately, bad things happen for you when you do that. Now, I think the other piece of this is Travis Hunter on the other side of the ball, Shedeur Sanders on the other side of the ball, and Horn. Like, K-State has not seen this level of talent. Well, I mean, they had Fafita. They played against Fafita and T-Mac. So they've seen it at receiver. They've seen T-Mac, and they did win that game. But I'm going to take Shedeur Sanders over Noah Fafita 10 times out of 10. So they have not had to deal with this. If they can get Shedeur under pressure the way that Nebraska did, then yes, K-State's going to win this game. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. I don't know that they have the pass rush Nebraska has.
Yeah, sneaky great game, by the way. October 12th, I think a little of the luster from the USC Penn State game came off, but a lot of the luster is back on here. Like, I didn't think this would even be something that we'd have to discuss at this point.
We're gonna be watching this as we do the show. This is a This is a kickoff at like Big 12 after dark.
Yeah. It's going to be like a triple overtime crazy ass game. If you're here, we're going to be up till 5 a.m. It's going to be electric. But yeah, I respect that. I mean, frankly speaking, I want to, I just can't do it yet. I'm not all the way flipped on them.
I am taking Colorado here, especially if you're going to give me points. If you're going to give me all those points, I'm taking them.
Yeah, I'm going to lay the 5.5. I think it's possible that Colorado, it's still possible that Colorado could revert back to some of the previous iterations of itself this year. Like, I mean, we're talking about a team that got blown off the field by Nebraska, right? Like, I mean, it's not like
they did, but Nebraska has some stuff that not a lot of the teams they're going to see in the Big 12 have. Like, Nebraska can come after you up the middle of your offense. That those two defensive tackles make it nearly impossible if your interior offensive line is not great, make it impossible to do anything. And I'm just not sure that most of the Big 12 has that, or anybody in the Big 12 has that. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe K-State does get after Shedeur, but if he's got a little bit of time to throw, I like Colorado in this game. So, yeah. All right. I'm taking Colorado. You're taking K-State.